What's up, guys?
Hello.
How has Young Life impacted your life up to this point?
With Young Life, it just made it easier to see from wrong from right. I learned so much, stuff that's gonna help me as a person.
When I first got into Young Life, I knew about the gospel and God and stuff like that, but Young Life actually pushed me to wanting to learn more about that. The people I was surrounded by were not great people or influences, so Young Life kind of pushed me towards the right people I need to be by. They put me a whole bunch of friends.
How would you describe your relationship with God now?
My relationship with him before was kind of just oh, God exists. Cool. Didn't pay much attention to it, didn't really care. I was just he's there. That's I guess good to know. And then after Young Life, it made me start thinking oh, I can actually have a relationship with him. I love my relationship with God. It is amazing. And it's just it's so helpful to just be able to just pray, talk to God, and read and get actual information about him. Be oh, this is what I should be doing, or this is what I can do to strengthen my relationship or to help other people strengthen their relationships with God.
I grew up in a Christian household. I don't know, it just didn't really stuck with me. But Young Life feels totally different. It was more, it was made for kids or just young people or people just looking for what they want. I've never been closer with him, and he's my father, he's a friend, he's my rock, he's my everything. And the only reason that's happened is because of Young Life. You, especially you taught me a lot about it, not even just knowing scriptures, reading them, and hearing about him. Personal experiences are what really built the relationship, and I can really say that God has put me in the best place in my life.
With us taking, 42 kids to fall weekend this year, I know us leaders had to rely a whole lot on you seniors. Briefly kind of tell us about what that experience was like for you, kind of being the older kid at camp with a whole bunch of young people.
40 people? That's nuts. It's going to clubs and stuff like that, or just moving with everyone as a unit just felt unreal.
The main dude that I brought in was Jimmy. I always saw a little bit of him in me. It literally felt like I was watching me. If I had to go back and just watch myself from camps or fall weekends, it was almost like watching me. And he would always come up to me and ask questions, and every time he came to me, he was smiling. Literally looked so happy, so full of energy, and he was being himself.
How would you describe the feelings that you guys had seeing a bunch of those younger kids stand up at the Say So for the first time at the end of camp?
When I did my Say So, it meant so much, because it felt like I was taking something really serious. It was a really serious thing for me. I mean, I wasn't really serious about anything, and that was probably the most serious thing I had to do, because when I said it, I meant it. I'm committing to God, and not just God, but his ways, and I want to live up to him and what he stands for, and be a vessel and a landmark along the world, just to people. And so when I see some of our kids doing that, it takes courage. I know that they wanted to, but I was afraid it's hard to sing it in front. It's a test for real, saying it in front of all those people. It can be a lot. And then when they did, it was just the best experience for me, because I'm that right there is just gonna change their life, because I know they're saying it with passion and they mean what they say.
For me, it was emotional. I mean, I probably shed a lot of tears at camps and fall weekends. There's been people that have stood up that I'd only had one conversation with, and I'm just so excited and happy to see them stand up and make that commitment. And it's truly a beautiful, amazing thing to see them stand up like that.
I can definitely say that without Young Life, I don't know where I would be physically and mentally. I just thank God that I'm here where I am now.